We welcome you back to the Rock once again, Little Creek Park here in South Charleston, West Virginia. Game number 4 in day number 1 of the West Virginia Girls High School State Softball Class Single A Tournament. The top 2 teams throughout the season, as you will look at them on your screen, getting set to square off for the first time in this championship bracket action. Wahama and Pendleton County have been ranked 1 and 2, respectively, back and forth. Throughout the year, the 2 teams finished the season as Pendleton County ranked number 1, Wahama ranked number 2. Pendleton County advances to the championship evening bracket with a 12-0 victory over Trinity Christian. Meanwhile, Wahama, an interesting ball game in which they came back late to defeat Greenbrier West by a final of 7-4. So these 2 teams with a leg up on the rest of the competition. Meanwhile, in Game 3, it was Greenbrier West with an 8-3 win to eliminate Trinity Christian and advance to tomorrow morning's semifinal. As you see, Greenbrier West will await the loser of this game. The winner of this game will be in the driver's seat. They'll be in the championship series, and whoever survives tomorrow morning will have to beat the team that wins here tonight 2 times to win a Class Single A championship. Pendleton County having one heck of a season right now, the most wins in the state, 30 now, 30-2. Their only losses to AAA Frankfort, who's in the playoffs, and to a AA Petersburg team who also made the Class AA state playoffs. Wahama, meanwhile, coming in at 28-6, missed last year's state tournament. Before that, 3 straight championships in 21, 22, and 23. The LKC champions coming to Little Creek Park here in search of a 4th title in 5 years. Both of these teams playing quite well offensively. 11.7 runs a game for Pendleton County, 10.5 for Wahama. Both teams giving up 3+. And we'll see a similar defense here. Let's check the defense for Pendleton County. The exact same defense as we saw in the first game. Bailey Beechler will start, let's say that. She and Vinsel move back and forth a couple of times in the pitcher circle. Her battery mate, the sophomore Jess Parker, behind home plate. Lizzie Alta, senior at first. Jenna Smith, also a senior at second. Avery Townsend, the junior, at shortstop. The senior, I apologize. Chesney Colall, the freshman, at third. Out in left field, Jaden Mitz, the junior. Sophomore Molly Rao in center, and the senior over in right field is Julia Mongold. And again, we saw in that first contest, it was Beechler in the first inning. Vinsel came in the second. Beechler came back in the third, and then Vinsel finished things off with a couple of innings. Let's take a look at the Wahama offense. They'll be the visiting team on the scoreboard, so they'll be at the plate first. Audrey Reynolds coming off one heck of a game. The leading batter on this team. She gets on base a ton, as you can see. Fiona Van Meter batting second. Kaylin Christian third. The cleanup hitter, Kate Reynolds. Peyton Stats had a great first game in their victory over Greenbrier West. Alyssa Hoffman went the distance, got the victory. She'll be back in the pitcher's circle again. Phoebe Richardson, the DH, followed by Zoe Mays and Mary Brinker. That is your offensive lineup. We'll check the defensive order in the bottom half of the first inning for the White Falcons as Beechler rocks and fires, and we are underway just like that, the final game of the evening. Reynolds hitting .582, 41 runs scored, 47 hits, 37 RBIs. 15 doubles, 3 triples, 3 home runs, 16 walks, and 12 stolen bases for the left-handed hitting center fielder. Called strike at the knees. Beechler coming into the postseason. 21 appearances, now 22. She is 16-1 now with a 1.45 ERA. Came in with 123 strikeouts to just 23 walks. Availed herself well in 2 innings of work in the morning session. Just 21 earned runs so far given up this season. Swing and a miss. And Reynolds behind in the count, 1-2. championship bracket in Class AA to our left on Field B. As Beechler starts off Reynolds with a strikeout on an off-speed pitch. For the first out, Logan and Oak Glen facing off on Field B in the championship bracket. Well, that will bring Fiona Van Meter to the plate. Leads his team in RBIs with 39, slaps this one towards second, fielded on a tough hop by Jenna Smith for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the first. Well, you think coming into this game, both teams playing a little freer, knowing that they are not out no matter what. Obviously, though, both of these teams want to win this one to put themselves into prime position as the team to chase tomorrow. Kaylin Christian, a shortstop, looks on at a fastball for strike 1. Christian, a .470 hitter on the season, 48 hits, 38 runs batted in. Comes to the plate with the bases empty, though, and is quickly behind in the count to Beechler. Christian had a good game, a 2 RBI triple. Part of a good afternoon in that first game. Check swing there for Christian. They're going to check it first and see if she went around. They'll say no, she did not. We'll take a look from our vantage point here. Well, just barely holding back on that one. 1-2 the count here. Beechler trying to get Pendleton County off on the right foot. Delivers. There's the off-speed action, missing up just a little bit. It's been so many games, I nearly forgot about that pitch from Beechler. A nasty changeup. 2-2 the count. The pitch, chopper again towards second. Again fielded on a tough hop. And a very good inning for Jenna Smith at second. It's a 1-2-3, top of the first for the Wildcats.
No plan? No problem. Just wing it. Whether it's a 6 or 10-piece order of our mouth-watering traditional wings or our flavorful boneless wings, now get them smothered in our new garlic parmesan sauce. Gino's Pizza and Spaghetti House. Just wing it.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
For over 4 decades, the health plan has called West Virginia home. It all started with a vision to serve our community with pride and integrity. We've grown alongside West Virginia, becoming part of its fabric. We've been here through thick and thin, supporting local families and businesses. Because at the health plan, we don't just work here, we live here. The health plan, a proud corporate partner with the West Virginia SSAC.
A 1-2-3, top of the first for Pendleton County defensively. Let's take a look at Wahama's starting defense. Exactly the same as the Greenbrier West victory. It'll be the West Virginia State commit, Alyssa Hoffman, pitching once again. Fiona Van Meter behind home plate. Zoe Mays at first. Marley Carr at second. Kaylin Christian at shortstop. Mary Brinker over at third. Kate Reynolds out in left. Center fielder is Peyton Statz. And Audrey Reynolds is over in right field. Hoffman, 26 appearances, now 20-5 on the season with a 2.53 ERA. Came into the first game with 94 strikeouts, added to her total nicely in that victory. As you take a look at Pendleton County's offensive lineup, Townsend, Beechler, Smith, Alt, Parker, Vinsel, Colall, Mongold, and Rowe, the same as game number 1. Cannot thank the 2 coaching staffs enough, as it made our lives a lot easier up here in the booth. With the prep work, they don't give a lot of time in between these games. We got a lot of games to play here. Ready to go. First pitch, grounded on a bunt attempt. And Townsend lays a beauty right in between the pitcher and the third baseman, and Townsend earns the leadoff bunt single from the left side of the plate. That is her 51st hit of the season. Now Beechler also has quite the resume. 556 hitter, 44 runs, 47 hits, 57 RBIs, the best on the team, including 17 doubles. Had the 2-run home run in the first inning of the first game victory over Trinity Christian. Townsend immediately heads towards second, swipes it on the 1-0 pitch. Pendleton County wasting 0 time right now. Beechler 2 for 3 in that Trinity Christian victory. 3 RBIs and 3 runs scored. Outside on the next offering from Hoffman. 2-0 the count. Well, Wahama certainly had their issues in the first inning against Greenbrier West. 3 runs scored in that first inning. There were 2 base hits, but there were 3 errors defensively behind Hoffman. Wahama put themselves in a tough position to begin. Fought all the way back, though, to take the win and advance here. 2-1 the count to Beechler. Beechler headed to Robert Morris next year to continue her softball career. Townsend on the base pass, going to try to head to third, and she will. She'll swipe third. 2 stolen bases for Townsend. Now Fairmont State is getting a good one, as Townsend, the senior, headed up to Fairmont, West Virginia next year. 3-1 the count to Beechler. Wildcats looking for offensive action to begin with. Off speed, though, Hoffman fools Beechler out in front of it for a 3-2 count. Count full now to the pitcher. A 3-2 off speed again, and Hoffman directs the first strikeout of the game. Stayed off speed. Well, we saw Beechler's ability to throw that change up, but Hoffman also has a good one. First outs recorded by way of strikeout. Jenna Smith, the second baseman, busy in the field in the top of the first inning, had a couple of nice putouts. 460 hitter, 30 RBIs, looking to try to get Pendleton County on the board immediately. And here comes Townsend. Waited for the ball to get past it, rolled up the backstop for quite a bit. And Townsend, Johnny on the spot, comes home to score the first run. You'll see the pitch. It one hops and then hits the front of the plate, bounces over top of the head of Van Meter, and Townsend was ready to rock. First run of the game here in the bottom of the first. 2-0 the count now to Smith. Smith had an RBI on a hit in the first game victory over Trinity Christian. 30 base hits, 6 doubles, 3 triples, 3 home runs as well for Smith. Swipes at the next offering on a 2-0 count. Fouls it over the first base dugout. Pendleton County outscored their opponents in the sectional and regional combined 57-4. Add 12 more to that, 69-4 in the postseason. Hoffman misses in the dirt this time, 3-1 the count. Meanwhile, Wahama, they have really battled just to stay in the postseason. Were taken to a decisive Game 3 in the sectional with Gilmer County, came back to win it. Again, taken to a decisive Game 3 in the regional versus Sherman, as Mays will field this one herself on the dribbler towards first. And once again, Wahama, the comeback kids, in the first game today, they were trailing 3-0 to begin. Took their first lead against Greenbrier West in the top of the 6th inning. Ended up adding one more in the 7th to win it. Lizzie Alt, the first baseman and cleanup hitter. One hopper on the first pitch from Hoffman. Alt, a .341 hitter this year. Scored 25 runs, 28 hits, 35 RBIs. Alt also a senior, as Hoffman misses away this time. Again, 3 teams remain in the tournament. 3 teams will remain into tomorrow morning. Greenbrier West will face the loser of this game in the semifinals. Next pitch jams Alt a bit, fouls it off first base side. Meanwhile, the winner will advance to the championship series and await the winner of tomorrow morning's 10:30 contest. Hoffman delivers off speed on the 2-1 pitch. Well, you saw Alt hold back on it as long as possible, swung with reckless abandon, though. And the count evens at 2-2. Hoffman rocks and fires again with the off-speed pitch. Couple of strikeouts for Hoffman, but the Wildcats strike first on a wild pitch, and they lead it after one complete inning, 1-0.
To the championship athletes, we say,
good luck. Go get them.
fight hard.
Never give up.
You've got this.
There's no I in team.
Let's go. And most importantly, have fun.
At WVU Medicine Thomas Hospitals, we're proud to be the official healthcare partner of West Virginia High School athletics.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
Pendleton County strikes first in the bottom of the first. A single run on a base hit by the leadoff batter, Avery Townsend, on a bunt. Ended up stealing 2 bases and then scored on a wild pitch. That was all the damage given up by Alyssa Hoffman as she struck out a couple of batters and got a ground out as well. So after one complete, the top 2 teams, according to the Metro News Power Index, throughout this season, they have flip-flopped back and forth. Wahama ranked 1, Pendleton ranked 2, back and forth. Pendleton County, though, finished the regular season the final 3 weeks as the number 1 team in Class A. White Falcons went down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. They'll send 4, 5, 6 to the plate. Kate Reynolds, Peyton Stats, and Alyssa Hoffman to lead it off. And unlike the first game, it will again be Beechler here in the second inning. She was replaced by Vinsel in the second inning against Trinity Christian. First pitch down the middle as Reynolds swipes at a bunt attempt. Oh, 1 the count. Reynolds a .432 hitter this year, 42 hits, 35 RBIs. Healthy cut, fouls it off. Behind in the counts, 0-2. Now Beechler stepping off the rubber wants another ball. We have certainly had plenty of rain in the forecast. Pendleton County dealt with that in the first game this morning, a torrential downpour that halted the first round game for an hour and 11 minutes. This one chopped right back to the pitcher. Beechler fields it cleanly and across to the glove of Alt for out number 1. Meanwhile, We got into the afternoon session. The sun started shining. The sun is actually out right now, but in between that, even towards the end of the elimination game in the top of the 7th between Greenbrier West and Trinity Christian, another torrential downpour, although this one lasted just about 5 minutes before we were able to get back to action. Peyton Stats, the center fielder, to the plate. And an inside corner fastball for called, strike one. Stats hitting just shy of 400 for the season, 41 runs, 38 hits, 22 RBIs, leads the team in stolen bases with 25. This one chopped towards the third base area, fielded cleanly by Kolal. And 2 up, 2 down quickly for the defense of the Wildcats. And that will bring the pitcher Hoffman to the plate. Well, Hoffman availed herself nicely in game number 1. Reached base 3 times, had an RBI, a stolen base, a run scored. Beecher last year was a first-team All-Stater as a utility player. Well, the first pitch to Hoffman, this one popped up behind the plate. That's when it's going to sail out. As you can see, the sun is out brightly and now causing some problems to the left side of this facility. A 1 pitch, check swing. They'll check to see if she went around. And we'll take a look at it from our vantage point. And not held back on that one, 1-1 the count. Beechler rocks and fires, called strike at the belt. And the count now 1-2. Beechler rocks and fires, popped up over near first. Is it going to stay in fair territory? Alt gave a look at it as it sails foul. And the count remains 1-2. Do appreciate everyone joining us on our live streaming coverage of Class Single A State Tournament Softball on the NFHS Network in conjunction with Video Productions. My name is Andrew Miller. The whole crew is here. Levi Barnard is our producer for Class Single A. He's done a great job all throughout the day. Has had to deal with me. That is no easy task, folks. 2-2 the counts. Robbie Mounts right in front, working the statistics. Told me not to mention that after that last game. And the executive producer at Video Productions is Butch Mounts. The 2-2 pitch, this one ripped over in the right field area, and that one made right near the fence line by Mongold. A 1-2-3 second inning for Pendleton County. The defense staying strong to the bottom half. We go. As we move into the bottom of inning number 2, championship bracket action here in Class Single A. Pendleton County, Wahama going at it. Just one base hits so far amongst the two teams. The Wildcats, behind the strong pitching of Bailey Beechler, have given up nothing. Back-to-back 3-up, 3-down innings. Meanwhile, for the Wildcats, a bunt single by Townsend, 2 stolen bases, and a wild pitch. The only damage so far in the bottom of that first inning. So here in the second, Hoffman ready to go to work for the White Falcons. Jess Parker, Susan Vinsel, and Chesney Colall to lead it off. Parker hitting .279 on the season. 20 hits, 20 RBIs. Swings at the first offering, launches it high into the sky at second. Fielded cleanly by Carr for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting number 22, Susan Vinsel.
Vinsel to the plate. Walked a couple of times, scored a run in the first contest victory over Trinity Christian. Pitched 3 of the 5 innings, though. Came in relief in inning number 2, pitched an inning, came back in the 4th for Beechler and finished off the contest. Hoffman begins in the dirt for ball 1. Off speed on the 1-0 offering. Now we are seeing 2 pitchers that have tremendous command of their changeups. Now the 1-1, and it's just as I say it, my producer swings the head around. Yeah, well, every other pitch on that off speed has been completely commanded by Hoffman. Listen, sometimes you got to throw some wild ones. Keep it exciting. 2-1 the count now to Vinsel. This one hits the front of the plate and pops up over the head of the catcher, Van Meter. 3-1 the count. Bottom of the second inning here in Class Single. Again, Greenbrier West surviving the elimination game. The game before this one, eliminating Trinity Christian. They'll await the loser of this contest at 10:30 tomorrow morning back here at Field A as Vinsel draws the walk on 5 pitches. Chesney Colall now will head to the plate. The third baseman batting .327 coming into the state tournament. 11 RBIs, 3 doubles as well for the third baseman. Hoffman's first delivery popped up over the first base side. 0-1 the count. We're hoping to be rid of the rain for the rest of the evening here. We've had 2 big brushes with it. Here's a bunt, squared up, popped up right in front of the plate, and Hoffman gets there quickly for the underhand grab. Nice athletic play by the senior, Alyssa Hoffman. That one popped up, and Hoffman had to hustle. A little snow cone grab. Keeps her tabs on Vinsel as well with 2 outs now in the bottom of the second inning. It'll be the right fielder Mongold who made a nice play herself over near the wall in foul territory to end the top of the second. Hoffman starts her off with a knee-high pitch for strike 1. Mongold with 15 RBIs coming into the postseason. One offering the high action. And Mongold goes chasing it. 0-2, this one popped foul again. Two very good pitchers battling out here in this championship bracket. Again, we talked about Wahama. 7 errors in the first contest and survived that still to defeat Greenbrier West. They'll have to be much cleaner, obviously, in this one. Here's a chopper right at the catcher's area, and Van Meter in foul territory. Puts a glove on it, and the count remains 0-2. Right off the plate and right backwards into foul territory. Oh, 2 delivery. High action again. Got Mongold swinging twice upstairs. And the third strikeout issued by Alyssa Hoffman. No damage as we move quickly to the third. 1-0 Pendleton County with the lead.
From our made-from-scratch biscuit sandwiches to hearty breakfast wraps, Tudor's Biscuit World serves up a taste of simpler times. Now pair your favorite sandwich or wrap with a refreshing iced coffee combo. This is Biscuit Country, where made from scratch never tasted better.
Looking for a path to success in service? The West Virginia Army National Guard offers unmatched opportunities. Earn your degree with up to 100% tuition assistance while gaining invaluable leadership skills. Train locally, serve part-time, and build a career with endless possibilities. Join a team dedicated to community, state, and country. The West Virginia Army National Guard, where your future starts today. Visit NationalGuard.com WV to learn more. We guard West Virginia.
We are seeing some high-level action defensively and in the pitcher circle between Pendleton County and Wahama. Just one base hit combined. That was a bunt single by Avery Townsend in the first inning for Pendleton County. Stole a couple bases and scored on a wild pitch. Other than that, the pitchers, the defenses have been solid. 3 strikeouts for Alyssa Hoffman. Just 1 K at the moment for Bailey Beechler, but her defense behind her has been solid. 4 groundouts, a pop flyouts, and a strikeout in the first 2 innings for the defense of the Wildcats. 7-8-9 to the plate. Phoebe Richardson, Zoe Mays, and Mary Brinker will lead it off. Richardson, the designated player, hitting in the order for the second baseman, the flex Marley Carr. 398 hitter. 17 RBIs coming into this state tournament. First pitch fouled off. One-0 pitch. Rise ball up at the eyes as Richardson lays off. Now called strike on the 1-1 action. This Pendleton County team has really just worked. There are 2 pitchers, Beechler and Vinsel. Lockhart has got some time in the pitcher circle. Swing and a miss. There is strikeout number 2 for Beechler.
Now batting number 7, Zoe May.
Beechler with 77 innings, Vinsel with 47. Mitz has got 5.2 and then 4.1 for Rose, so not a lot of depth has been needed. Here's a slow roller to shortstop. Townsend, a low throw, and what a play by Alt to dig it for the second out. Going to be a tough play, obviously. Townsend would have had to rush the throw. That was a slow roller by Zoe Mays. And what a dig by Lizzie Alt. Nobody happier, by the way, than Avery Townsend on that play. Two up, two down in the top of the third. Brinker had a sack RBI back in the first game victory over Greenbrier West. Fouls this one back. Brinker hitting .321 with 11 RBIs on the season. One pitch rises up and away. One pitch. This one ripped right at Alt. That time she didn't have to do a whole lot of movement. And it's another 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down in the first 3 innings for the Pendleton County defense. To the bottom of the third we go. Wildcats leading the White Falcons 1-0.
For over 4 decades, the health plan has called West Virginia home. It all started with a vision to serve our community with pride and integrity. We've grown alongside West Virginia, becoming part of its fabric. We've been here through thick and thin, supporting local families and businesses. Because at the health plan, we don't just work here, we live here. The health plan, a proud corporate partner with the Mountain East Conference.
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
A pitcher's duel, a defensive battle here in this championship bracket of Class Single A. Pendleton County behind the strong pitching of Bailey Beechler. A couple of strikeouts, but she's relied on her defense, and they have followed suit to the tune of 3 straight, 3 up, 3 down innings. Meanwhile, Hoffman has done a great job with 3 strikeouts of her own, gave up the bunt single to Avery Townsend to lead off the bottom of the first. Townsend stole 2 bases and ended up scoring on a wild pitch. That is the difference so far here tonight's 9-1-2 to the plate for the Wildcats. Ollie Rawl digs in first. Looks at one outside the zone and then looks at another one inside. 226 hitter for the center fielder. Just 8 hits on the year into the state tournament, but 2 of those 8 were home runs. Here's a pop fly on another bunt attempt and a sliding play by Hoffman. She made a nice play in the last inning, racing in on a pop fly, and this time an even better play on this sliding underhanded grab. Back to Townsend at the top of the order. She squared and bunted the first pitch down the third base side for the single. Walking towards it, leaves it alone for strike 1. Hoffman will check the wristband. Comes with the 0-1, off speed to the outside corner. And Townsend behind quickly, 0-2. O2 delivery slapped foul. Hoffman leans in, rocks and fires, off speed. Townsend had to wait a long time for that one. Stays alive to see another pitch, though. remain 0-2. Another 0-2 look, off speed, missing away. Now Hoffman staying on the outside edge at the moment to the dangerous hitting Townsend. All 5 pitches have been to the outside corner. Pitch number 6 over the middle, slapped foul down the third baseline. Hoffman threw 100 pitches on the dot in the victory over Greenbrier West. And a 1-2 popped up in foul territory again. The battle continues. Neither player giving an inch at the moment. Hoffman utilizing those off-speed pitches. The 1-2, that one gets away. And Townsend has fought back to even the count at 2-2. Townsend had a huge first game. Single, double, triple, 4 RBIs and 4 runs scored for Townsend in that Trinity Christian victory. This one misses. A tremendous battle here. 2-2 the count. Townsend takes a deep breath as Hoffman delivers off speed, and as long as Townsend tried to wait, could not do it on that pitch. Strikeout number 4 for Hoffman. 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the third. That will bring Beechler to the plate. Beechler struck out swinging on that off-speed pitch back in the first inning on a full count. So Rarity Beechler leads the team in batting average at .556, 47 hits, good for second on the team. First on the team in runs batted in with 57. And again, 11 home runs, best on the team as well. Had 10 coming into the playoffs. Had the 2 RBI home run in the first inning of that victory. There's the off-speed pitch again. And Beechler takes a wry smile, look down to her head coach. 1-1 the count. 1-1 missing at the eyeballs. Hoffman rocks and fires. There's the off speed again. Beechler catches a piece of it. And the 2-2 pitch, inside corner, freezing Beechler. And strikeouts mounting for Melissa Hoffman. 2 in the inning, 5 overall, and it's a 1-0 ball game as we move to the 4th. A freeze frame action for the punch-outs who end it in the bottom of the 3rd.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in West Virginia, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
Well, we have got a dandy 3 innings into the ball game. Just 1 run, only 1 base hit. 2 total base runners aboard combined between Pendleton County and Wahama. 2 very good pitching performances between Robert Morris commit Bailey Beechler and the West Virginia State commits in Alyssa Hoffman. Hoffman with 5 strikeouts in the ball game. Meanwhile, 2 strikeouts for Beechler, but she's thrown nothing but goose eggs. Zeros across the board in the first 3 innings for Pendleton County's defense. It'll go back to the top of the order for Wahama now. Audrey Reynolds, Fiona Van Meter, and Kaylin Christian to lead it off. Reynolds struck out swinging to open the contest in the top of the first. Showed bunt and pulled back as this one misses low. Sun slowly starting to creep down behind the hills here up at the Rock. Here's one chopped towards the shortstop. Townsend fires across to Alt for out number 1. Pendleton County being very defensively strong. That'll bring up Van Meter. Grounded outs. One of 2 back-to-back ground outs to the second baseman. Jenna Smith back in the first inning. Van Meter, 39 RBIs on the season. That is tops on the team. She'll look at one, though. Across the plate for strike 1. Oh, 1. A lot of steam coming behind that pitch. 0-2 as there was no change to that one. Beechler humped up and fired a fastball inside corner. 0-2 the count to Van Meter. This one missing in front of the plate. 1-2. In Greenbrier West advancing in the game before this, eliminating Trinity Christian. They'll await the loser of this game tomorrow morning right here at 10:30 a.m. Here's one ripped over towards first in foul territory. Meanwhile, the winner of this contest is in the driver's seat. They will advance to the championship series. Whoever advances out of the morning session will have to defeat the winner tonight 2 times to win a single-A state title. Meanwhile, the team that wins tonight will win just one of the last 2 contests to secure a state championship. Pendleton County looking for their first ever. Wahama looking to get back on the throne after 3 straight years. 21, 22, 23 off speed. And Van Meter, as hard as she tried to pull back on that one, could not hold the bat. 3 strikeouts now for Beechler. And these off-speed change-up pitches for both teams, just nasty. And Van Meter, a little wry smile there as she heads to the dugout. That will bring up the shortstop, Kaylin Christian. Wasting no time, swiping at the first offering, fouls it down the line at first. Christian, second on the team in RBIs with 38 of them, 48 base hits, hitting .470 this year. One of the top 5 in this order for the White Falcons. incredibly dangerous offensively. Off speed as Christian holds back on the pitch. Missing away, 1-1 the count. Oakland and Logan playing to our left in Class AA in the championship bracket. Our other crew, Video Productions, here on the NFHS Network working that one. Jesse Skiles on the play-by-play call there for Class AA. Took over for Mark Martin, who worked the morning session. Skiles, the athletic director at Glenville State University. What a program they have built. 1-2 pitch drops in front of the plate. 2-2. Talking to Coach Skiles in between contests, was talking about the overhaul of the football facility there. They have raised it all, and they are going to rebuild even better in Glenville. Beechler, the 2-2 pitch, smacked foul down the first base side again. Beechler doing a good job so far of trying to keep the batters guessing on the speed with which it's going to come in there. Count remains 2-2. Beechler rocks and fires inside, and a count full for the first time. Beechler going to try to bear down here. Has not given up a base runner to this point. But looking at a full count to the cleanup hitter Reynolds. Or Christian, sorry. The pitch ripped into shallow left center field. The shift was on, and yet still Christian able to find the little hole in between left and center field, and that is the first base hit given up here in this contest by Bailey Beechler. A 2-out single. And now Kate Reynolds, the cleanup hitter, will head to the plate. Reynolds grounded back to Beechler in the second inning. Beechler's first delivery, this one slapped over near the line again on the first base side. We saw Mongol make a tremendous play a couple of innings ago over there. And you can see out into the outfield the shift heavily towards the right side of the field. Mitz shaded over towards center field. Rao shaded over towards right center. And Mongold playing over towards the line there in right. Boy, what a beautiful camera angle. Finally have some great weather here today. 0-1 pitch, outside corner, a called strike. To the count. 2 outs with a base runner aboard for the first time here in the top of the fourth for the White Falcons. Beechler missing low. And the count now 1-2. Beechler rocks and fires. Chopper, fair territory, barehanded and underhanded. That was made very close by the diving attempt by Reynolds, but in the end, Beechler makes the nice underhand grab and fires it over to Altz for out number 3. Wahama finally breaks through with a base hit, but they're finding runs hard to come by here against the Robert Morris commits.
It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right.
Recover.
Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Chocolate Milk, the official beverage of high school sports, is brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Championship bracket action here at the Little Creek Park, The Rock. And we are at Field A for Class Single A. It is a defensive battle. In 3.5 innings, there have been just 3 base runners total. 2 for Pendleton County on 1 base hit. And in the top half of the 4th inning, a base hit for Wahama finally, and that is it. All defense. Great pitching between 2 future college hurlers. One for Wahama right here is the commit to West Virginia State, Alyssa Hoffman. And meanwhile, Bailey Beechler, the Robert Morris commit for Pendleton County. 5 strikeouts so far for Hoffman. Fired one over the plate to Smith. Misses on the inside corner. Smith grounded out to the first baseman, Mays, in the first inning. 3-4-5 coming to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th for the Wildcats. The 1-1 missing low. Again, a great season so far for Jenna Smith, the second baseman. Hitting .460, 30 base hits, 30 RBIs. Lots of extra base hits too. 6 doubles, 3 triples, 3 home runs. For Smith, one of these seniors. Hoppin misses up and away. Well, Smith has also drawn 19 walks on the season. That's tops for the Wildcats. Well, a 3-1 going to miss as well. Hoffman's first blemish. She'll lose the leadoff batter in the bottom of the 4th. And that will bring the cleanup hitter and first baseman Lizzie Alt to the plate. Alt has already made a couple of nice plays defensively. Struck out swinging on a 2-2 count to end inning number 1. Part of the 5 strikeouts so far for Hoffman. Quick meeting with Alt and her head coach Eric Kreitz before she'll come to the plate. 35 RBIs, good for 4th on the team. We'll check and see if small ball continues to be the name of the game for Pendleton County. They do like to sacrifice bunts. They will not on the first pitch. Alt with the go sign, and she'll swing and foul it off. Alt with a .341 average, 25 runs scored, 28 base hits. 6 doubles, 3 triples, and a pair of home runs. Oh, 1 offering. Missing up at the eyes. And the count now 1-1. Off speed. Alt waited long as possible and still out in front of it. It's a battle of the changeups between Hoffman and Beechler. Now Alt's going to square, pops it up again. That's the 3rd time. The fire to first, and they've got her. Smith a little too far off the bag, and a double play. The third pop fly on a bunt attempt for Pendleton County, and all three have been fielded by the pitcher Hoffman. And this time she had the wherewithal to spin and fire to first base to Mays. And it was seamless, just in front of the slide. So that changes the complexion here quickly after the leadoff batter aboard. And that will bring Jess Parker to the plate. One pitch miss, or 1-0's pitch, sorry, missing low in dirt. Parker popped up to the second baseman in the second inning, pops this one up again. That one off the glove, though, of Carr, and that's going to send Parker all the way to second base. Well, we know that there is still some sun shining down over there. Not sure if Carr got a peek of it right before that ball came down. Looked like this was going to be the third out. And just off the tip of the glove. Now, we talked about Wahama's issues in the first game. 7 errors, including 3 in the first inning against Greenbrier West. It did not cost them. But with 2 outs, now a base runner aboard for Pendleton County, and they have been opportunistic. 1-0 count to Vinsel, the designated player. Walked on a full count. Again, the first blemish at all for the Wahama pitcher Hoffman, who comes right back and fires one for strike one. Again, a little bit off of that one. Fouled off 1-2. So Hoffman and the defense trying to make sure that that first error does not cost anything. Pendleton County would love to make it hurt. Vinsel with 29 RBIs on the season, just a sophomore. Rockets this one against the cage. And the count remains 1-2. Against Smith, the leadoff runner walked. And Altz with 2 strikes, squared the bunt, popped it up, and then Hoffman doubled off Smith. Off speed, swing and a miss, and another K. Make that 6 for Alyssa Hoffman. And no damage in the bottom of the 4th. To the 5th we go, a 1-run ball game.
Hi, I'm Heather, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is getting the perfect bite. It's probably not the first bite, it's the second or the third, with the juicy chicken and the delicious pickle. The bite with the pickle is it. I mean, that is like the magic combination.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the combination of the warm, soft bun against this delicious piece of chicken. The bun is just this soft little hug around the chicken that's so perfect in every bite.
The best thing about West Virginia is West Virginia.
It's family, faith, and integrity.
It's a strong work ethic.
Everyone knows their neighbors.
I think we feel closer to nature and we feel closer to each other.
You can achieve anything here.
To be a West Virginian is to be hopeful. We live in a state that has boundless opportunities, and with boundless opportunities come hope.
Hope Gas is lighting the way forward for West Virginia. Learn more at wvisforhope.com.
We have played 4 here in the nightcap, the championship brackets of Class Single A. Wahama and Pendleton County engaged in a battle, defensive battle, as it were. Wahama, again, it was well noted in that Greenbrier West victory, 7 errors defensively for the White Falcons. They were able to manage and get through anyway. They had their first error in the bottom of the fourth inning, but it did not cost them because Hoffman continues to rock and roll. 6 strikeouts for the senior. And between these two teams, just a couple of base runners aboard, just a couple of base hits total. As we move to the top of the fifth, 5, 6, 7 due up for Wahama. Peyton Stats, Alyssa Hoffman, Phoebe Richardson will lead it off as Beechler continues to rock and roll here for the Wildcats. Stats grounded out to third base back in inning number 2. As Beechler misses up and out to begin the second plate appearance. Stats hitting near 400 this year. 22 RBIs, 30 hits. And leads the team once again in stolen bases with 25. Off speed to the outside corner for strike one. Stats, the captain of last year's second team All-State as an outfielder, mans the center field area for Wahama. Little rise pitch fouled off. It's one thing Beechler's done well here today. She has been ahead in every single count. Sans the 3-2 count back in the fourth inning, in which Christian got the first and at this moment the only base hit for Wahama. Now the 1-2, there's the off speed, and that again just freezes Stats. And that is strikeout number 4 of the game for Beechler. The ball seemed like it took forever to get there. But once Stats had committed to moving forward with the bat, it was going to be impossible to take a swing at it. Now the pitcher, Hoffman. Popped out on a great play by the right fielder, Mongold, back in the second inning. As Beechler misses on the first pitch to Hoffman. 1-0 off speed, smacked foul into the cage. And both these teams advancing to tomorrow. The question is, one will be in the championship series. One will have to stave off elimination first thing in the morning. Greenbrier West awaits the loser of this one. The 1-1 pitch slides away. Just as I talked about Beechler being ahead in most counts, she's behind in this one, 2-1. And again, missing up and away. 3-1 now the count to Hoffman. Beechler down the middle, backhand stab, low throw for Smith. But again, she relies on the first base prowess of Lizzie Alt, who did that once back in the first inning, does it again on a big play, scooping it out for out number 2. Two great opportunities here for Pendleton County. Number 1, the backhanded grab. Smith swung around, threw it low, but Alt's right there to collect it. And 2 up, 2 down in the top of the fifth. Richardson to the plate. Designated player, struck out swinging back in the third. And the 1-0 drops below the knees of the batter, Richardson. 2-0 the count. A 2-0 pitch in there for strike one. And ground balls, the name of the game for Pendleton County defensively. 8 of the outs so far. And this one grounded down the line at first. Alt will wait until that one trickles foul to pick it up. That will even the count 2-2. Low pitch count here for Beechler. Again, she worked just 2 innings of the 5-inning victory over Trinity Christian this morning. Here comes the 2-2. Late swing, but catching it as Richardson will foul it off to stay alive. Meanwhile, Hoffman for Wahama in the Greenbrier West game went to 100. But looking even better, actually, here in this ball game. A 2-2 offering. Called strike 3 at the knees, and down goes Richardson. It's another 1-2-3 defensive set for Beechler and Pendleton County. A 1-run lead is all we've got here as the Wildcats heading to the bottom of the 5th to the plate.
Headed to the bottom of the 5th inning.
For over 4 decades, the health plan is called West Virginia Home. It all started with a vision to serve our community with pride and integrity. We've grown alongside West Virginia, becoming part of its fabric. We've been here through thick and thin, supporting local families and businesses. Because at the health plan, we don't just work here, we live here. Proudly serving West Virginia since 1979. Your trusted partner in the community, the health plan. Here for you.
No plan? No problem. Just wing it. Whether it's a 6 or 10-piece order of our mouth-watering traditional wings or our flavorful boneless wings, now get them smothered in our new garlic parmesan sauce. Gino's Pizza and Spaghetti House. Just wing it.
Well, the fans in the stands very excited, not only for a great game that we've got going on here, but certainly happy to keep the umbrellas at bay. It has been a tough day. A lot of rain in the forecast this morning came through. We had an hour and 11-minute delay. And then another delay at the end of the elimination game between Trinity Christian and Greenbrier West in the top of the 7th. But clear skies right now as we are treating ourselves to a pitcher's duel. 5 strikeouts for Bailey Beechler. 6 strikeouts at the moment for Wahama's Alyssa Hoffman that you see right now. 7, 8, 9 coming to the plate here, and this one going to ride high and tight, and that's going to clip Kolal in the wrist. So just a couple of walks. 1 base hit given up by Hoffman, but now a hit batter for the 2nd straight inning. The leadoff runner is aboard as this one just gets away a little bit inside. Leadoff runner aboard. Mongold struck out swinging her first plate appearance in the 2nd. Called strike on the inside corner. We'll see what the strategy will be for Coach Eric Kreitz here with the runner on first. The last time in the 4th inning, Alt late in the count squared the bunt, popped it up, and ended up a double off. This one popped up again behind home plate. I'll tell you what, Pendleton County has certainly had the opportunities for these sacrifice bunts. Unfortunately for them, Hoffman getting pop-ups. 3 all to Hoffman, and now this one behind the plate to Van Meter on a nice grab. First out of the inning, Molly Rawl now. as Hoffman goes down the middle with the off-speed action. 0-1 the count. One pitch late, square to bunts, again fouled off.
Now batting, number 5, Molly Rowe.
0-2 the count. Relatively quick pace through this game just due to the fact that there have not been many base runners. Hoffman giving a check to the wristband. She'll come with the 0-2. Bunted right back to the pitcher circle as Hoffman will take the out. And for the first time in 5 attempts, Pendleton County able to drop a bunt down and sacrifice a runner. Bilal moves into scoring position at second. Now back to the top of the order. Townsend was the first to lay a successful bunt. Did it on the first pitch of the game. In the bottom of the first, stole 2 bases, scored the lone run so far. The running slap swing into the third base dugout cage. Townsend fought off a couple of 3-2 pitches back in the third inning, ended up striking out on the off speed. Townsend a tough out, though, as the lead hitter. 547, 43 RBIs, 50 base hits. Make that 51 now. And she has got, don't let this fool you, 48 stolen bases coming into this game. Now 50 on the season. 1-1 the count as Hoffman misses low. On one pitch, turned on and ripped. This one high, this one deep, and this one is gone. Avery Townsend turns on the pitch and delivers a 2-run jack shot. Number 10 on the season for the senior, mobbed at home plate as Pendleton County puts 2 more on the board in the bottom of the 5th. Well, you could tell off the bat that it was hit cleanly. The question was, would it have enough on it? And it certainly did. She sends it over the right center field fence line. And the Wildcats advance their lead out to 3-0. So a big base hit, Townsend's second of the game, and that is just the second base hit given up by the pitcher Hoffman. And that will draw a meeting with the infield. Ahead of the pitcher, Beechler getting set to take her swipes here. She's 0 for 2, by the way. Hoffman's got her twice on strikeouts, one swinging in the first on a full count pitch, and then looking on the 2-2 offering. Take a look at this swing, and it was pretty as Townsend turned on it and sent it high and deep over the left or the right center field fence line. And in a game this close, those 2 runs could become quite important for the Wildcats. Meanwhile, Wahama must reset, regroup, and get back to work. Beechler going to be a tough one to work on, though. Leads the team with 57 RBIs. Leads the team with a .556 batting average. Quick timeout here before the at-bat. First pitch to Beechler, right back to the changeup. Dare say Beechler could have swung, recoiled, and swung again at that one. Count 0-1. Hoffman once again checking the wristband. Delivers the 0-1 upstairs. Count evens at 2 or at 1 apiece. One once again, and you can see the frustration after the swing by Beechler. It looks just like a fastball on the delivery, and it comes in about half that speed. Beechler knows something about that. She's got a changeup of her own that's been causing problems today for opposing batters. The 1-2 pitch, freezing again, the batter, and 3 strikeouts on the day for Beechler as Hoffman finishes it off, but a big swing off the bat of the senior. Avery Townsend will watch it one more time from behind the plate and over the fence for the 2-run home run, 3-0. Didn't realize that Townsend had a little trouble getting around first there. No trouble getting it over the fence, though.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
Ready?
It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right.
Recover.
Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Chocolate Milk, the official beverage of high school sports, is brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast.
Well, a tremendous battle here in Class Single A in the championship bracket. 3 hits total amongst the 2 teams. 2 for Pendleton County, 1 for Wahama, but the second one off the bat of Avery Townsend in the bottom of the 5th was a mammoth one. A shot across the right center field wall for the 2-run home run. Townsend has created all 3 runs. Has both the base hits so far as we enter the top of the 6th inning. Beechler has been very, very good. 5 strikeouts for the Robert Morris commit and has given up just 1 base runner back in the 4th inning. That was Kayla Christian on a base hit. Zoe Mays fouls the first pitch off and does it again on the 0-1 look. Now Mays, as you see, trying to shake that one off. Didn't catch that one quite cleanly. Well, that one stings when you don't hit it clean. 0-2 the count. Mays grounded out to the shortstop. Her first plate appearance sends this one over towards third. And it looked to us as if Kolal thought that she needed to hustle that one, took her eye off of the ball before it got to the glove, and that will send a runner to first. A very slow roller. And Kolal just missed it. First blemish defensively for Pendleton County will allow a base runner aboard. And hitter number 9, Mary Brinker in the order, popped up to the first baseman in the 3rd inning. Brinker swings hard at the first offering. 0-1 the counts. Now Brinker going to square the bunt, goes after it and misses. Well, they'll say that she pulled the bat back. I do apologize to Brinker. I thought she kept the bat down and went after that one. So 1-1 the counts. We'll take a quick look at it here. Ooh, I'm telling you, I think she went after that one. She goes at this one and fouls it off. I am rarely right. I'll just tell you all that. But I think that my eyes did not deceive me on that one. 1-2 the count now to Brinker. Protect the plate time in the top of the sixth. White Falcons looking for some base runners. Going to try to mount a little late comeback as they did in the sixth inning against Greenbrier West. This one launched high and out of play. Count remains 1-2. Beechler rocks and fires, keeps it low in the zone and gets Brinker swinging. 6th K of the game for Bailey Beechler. Now back to the top of the order here for Wahama, Audrey Reynolds. 0 for 2 today, struck out swinging in the first, grounded out to the shortstop, Townsend, in inning number 4. This one slapped high and out of play. The sun's starting to set here at Little Creek Park up on the hill at the Rock. Class Single A, 4th and final game of day 1 of the tournament. Nice stop behind the plate for Parker. That will keep Mays at bay at first. One the count. This one sails high and tight. Two on the counts. Beechler rocks and fires. Took some off of it again. Reynolds way out in front. 2-2 the count. Beechler rocks and fires. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Reynolds a quick argument with the home plate umpire. But that will be strikeout number 7. And the second straight strikeout here in the inning, as you see it on the outside corner and down near the knees. So 2 outs now in the top of the 6th for Van Meter to the plate. Van Meter wasting 0 time. A really nice swing at that one. Van Meter grounded out to the second baseman Smith back in the first inning, and then struck out swinging in the 4th. 0-1 sent right back to the pitcher circle and across to Altz for out number 3. A base runner aboard, still no damage for Wahama. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Pendleton County leading 3-0.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
Boy, what a pitcher's duel we've got going on here into the bottom of the 6th inning. 7 strikeouts for Bailey Beechler. And 7 strikeouts for Alyssa Hoffman. The difference in this game so far is the bat of Avery Townsend. Hoffman has given up just 2 base hits, both of those to Townsend. A bunt single in the first, a couple stolen bases and a run scored, and then the 2-run home run in the bottom of the 5th after Hoffman hit Chesney Colall. That is all the damage given up by Hoffman, but unfortunately for the White Falcons, Pendleton County's Beechler has given up even less, just 1 base hit total as we enter the bottom of the 6th inning. Hoffman ready to go to work, and she'll face the 3, 4, 5 hitters here. Jenna Smith, Lizzie Alt, Jess Parker. Smith grounded out to first in the first, reached on a walk but was doubled off on the nice play by Hoffman. And this one is going to one-hop Smith and clip her in the back of the leg. Just the second hit batter of the ball game. That is just the 10th batter hit this year for Hoffman. But going back to the 4th inning, this is the 3rd straight inning that a base runner has been aboard to lead off an inning for Pendleton County. Now the Wildcats obviously will be looking for some insurance here as we get set to enter the top of the 7th inning. Lizzie Alt 0 for 2, a strikeout and a pop fly out. She tried a bunt attempt back in the 4th. That was the play that doubled off Smith. Off-speed action for Hoffman finding the corner. 0-1 the count. Now Alt got a square again, pulls back as this one sails up and out. Inching closer and closer to the 9 o'clock hour here on day number 1 of the Class Single A State Softball Tournaments. This one sent high over towards right field, over the head of the attempted grab by Reynolds. Alt heading around towards third. She's assuming that Smith is going to head home. Instead, Smith is caught off the bag here. And now Smith heads back with no throw to second as Alt retreats to the bag out at second. That could have been a chaotic play. Instead, Alt able to get back to the bag as she delivers opposite field here, just the 3rd base hit. And oh so close on the attempt by Reynolds. And you see as the throw comes in, Alt just assumed that Smith was going to head home. Smith was halfway between third and home. And then the throw came home, and that allowed Alt a chance to get back to the bag. Here's a bunt attempt. They will look to try to get Smith headed home on the attempt by Jess Parker. It was nicely laid down, but a good play as Hoffman looked Smith back long enough to avoid getting her across. So a little crazy action here to begin the bottom of the 6th inning. Now Vinsel to the plate. Was the first walk of the ball game for Hoffman. Since then, Hoffman has only walked 2, but she has hit 2 batters. Lays that off-speed pitch over the middle as Vinsel swings and misses. Big opportunity for the Wildcats. Wahama trying to figure out a way to manage without giving up a run. 1-1 the count. Hoffman again with the changeup. Now, even in the third at-bats that these batters are seeing that changeup, they still have not diagnosed it. 7 strikeouts on the night for Alyssa Hoffman. 1-2 pitch sent back up the middle. That one's going to be a tough play for the second baseman. The throw gets away. 1 run will score, and on the ball getting to the side at first base, Alt going to head home as well. It was a tough play by Marley Carr. Thought for a second that Hoffman might be able to get the glove on it, just couldn't do it. Carr attacking, but as you see, her momentum taking her towards the inside, and the ball goes that way on the throw. A couple of insurance runs here across as Vinsel able to make it to the base paths. Well, as we said, Wahama with 7 errors in the Greenbrier West game. They still won it. That is only the second error of the game. The first one did not cost them back in the 4th inning, but this one will cost a couple of runs. So the lead now 5-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning. And a pinch runner coming in. Isabella Lockard. Little pinch run for Alt. This one launched high into the sky behind home plate. It will trickle out of play. Nice catch by the fan there. And then the errant throw. Still an EF. Error on the fan. Nice grab, though. Kolaw was hit by a pitch, scored a run on the 2 RBI hit by Townsend. The 2 RBI hit, I should say, the 2-run shot. Count 0-1. Hoffman goes off speed. As Kolaw fouls it down the first base side. Once again, no elimination in this contest. Both teams won their first game. Pendleton County in 5 innings over Trinity Christian. A comeback win late for Wahama in the 6th inning to take their first lead. Ended up defeating Greenbrier West 7-4. Since then, Greenbrier West has eliminated Trinity Christian. They await the loser of this game tomorrow morning at 10:30. This one sent towards first in foul territory. So either Wahama will make a huge comeback in the top of the 7th, and they'll advance to the championship series, await the winner of tomorrow morning, or Pendleton County will hold on, and they will await the winner of Greenbrier West and the opponent. 0-2 pitch, off speed, turned on and tattooed down the line. This is going to be extra bases. Lockard motoring around. She's going to head home to score. And in with a stand-up RBI double is Chesney Kolaw. So 3 runs across now after runs were so much at a premium. Just 2 base hits coming into the inning given up by Hoffman, and now she has given up a pair of doubles and has also hit a batter in the bottom of the 6th. Clean contact by Kolaw. And the lead expanding now to 6-0 with 1 out in the bottom of this 6th inning. Looks like we're going to have a changeup in the order for Pendleton County. Going to get a new batter here as they are going to bring in Madison Arball, a junior. Arball going to hit in the lineup here for Mongold. So Maddie Arball will take the swings. Arball this season, just 19 plate appearances, does have 10 runs scored. 4 RBIs for the junior as Hoffman finds the mark. 0-1 the count. Hoffman moves to the outside corner. Healthy cut as Arball could not connect. Light shining down here at the facility. Field A at the Rock at Little Creek Park in South Charleston, West Virginia. Off speed and a swing and a miss. And Arball's plate appearance is a quick one. Strikeout number 8 of the night for Alyssa Hoffman. 2 outs here in the inning. And again, Coach Eric Kreitz going to bring in another batter. Or will she? We've got, no, it will be a pinch runner instead. So Raw will still be at the plate. And it's going to be Callie Judy, a sophomore, checking in to pinch run out at second for Kolaw. Rowe with a sac bunt, her last plate appearance. Before that, attempted another one back in the third inning. And there's the off-speed pitch by Hoffman, looking so good still. At the moment, the White Falcons are going to need 6 runs in the top of the 7th to extend it. Swing and a miss. Hoffman going almost exclusively to that changeup pitch. Well, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Hoffman with 8 Ks, most of them have come by way of changeup. Here comes the 0-2, and again, down on strikes. But a big inning in the bottom of the 6th for Pendleton County. They'll try to win it in the top half, looking to advance to the Class A Single Championship Series.
Hi, I'm Heather, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is getting the perfect bite. It's probably not the first bite, it's the second or the third, with the juicy chicken and the delicious pickle. The bite with the pickle is it. I mean, that is like the magic combination.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the combination of the warm, soft bun against this delicious piece of chicken. The bun is just this soft little hug around the chicken that's so perfect in every bite.
The best thing about West Virginia is West Virginia.
It's family, faith, and integrity.
It's a strong work ethic.
Everyone knows their neighbors. I think we feel closer to nature and we feel closer to each other.
You can achieve anything here.
To be a West Virginian is to be hopeful. We live in a state that has boundless opportunities, and with boundless opportunities come hope.
Hope Gas is lighting the way forward for West Virginia. Learn more at wvisforhope.com.
Well, what started off as a torrential downpour this morning has turned into very nice evening weather as we are into the top of the 7th inning in Class Single A. The championship bracket, the winner advances to the championship series. They'll await the winner of the game tomorrow morning at 10:30 between Greenbrier West and whoever falls here tonight. The Wildcats, with just 2 base hits coming into the 6th, got 2 more. And 3 insurance runs for Bailey Beechler. And the Wildcats here for the first time since 2015, looking to try to advance to their first championship series. 3-4-5 coming to the plate for the White Falcons. Kaylin Christian, Kate Reynolds, and Peyton Statz. The first 3 hitters in the order. And the first pitch from Beechler to Christian misses outside. Christian at the moment represents the lone base hit given up by Beechler. Got it back in the 4th with 2 outs and a 3-2 count. 1-0 pitch. This one ripped high and ripped deep over the head of Mongold, heading around to second base for the second time to the base pass is Christian. Followed the single up with a double now. White Falcons not going away without a battle. Had the comeback in the 6th inning, where they took the lead from Greenbrier West 6-4. Ended up winning that one 7-4. They're going to look to try to do it here in much bigger fashion. Kate Reynolds 0 for 2. This one gets away over the head of the catcher, and sliding in under the tag is Christian. Tremendous recovery that time by Parker. A nice throw down to third. We'll take a look at this play. Parker rockets the throw down, and boy, that one was very, very close. One to 0 the count. Reynolds with 35 RBIs on the season. Looking for 36. This one popped up over near second base. Smith has been very solid there. Makes the grab for out number 1.
Now batting number 21,
Peyton Stats to the plate now. 0 for 2, grounded out to third in inning 2, and struck out looking back in the 5th. First pitch, belt-high fastball for strike 1. The 0-1. Outside corner, called strike 2. Stats quickly down in the count, 0-2. Beechler rocks and fires off speed. Dropped it right below the bats for strikeout number 8. Now 2 outs in the top of the 7th. And it will be pitcher against pitcher. Hoffman popped out to right field in the 2nd, grounded out to Smith at 2nd in the 5th. Looking to try to extend the ball game here is Hoffman. Beechler wasting no time, rifling this one, and this one caught in the outfield somehow, some way by Townsend. Well, Avery Townsend did it at the plate today. The 2-run home run followed a bunt single, a couple of stolen bases, and a run scored. But the biggest play of the game, not at the plate for Townsend, as this one sent deep over the head of what would normally be the shortstop, but she was playing way out there. And Avery Townsend closes it out with some flair as Pendleton County has advanced to the state championship series. They will await the winner of Greenbrier West and Wahama. The rematch will take place tomorrow morning at 10:30. We'll break away, we'll talk about it, and we'll finish things up here from Little Creek Park after these messages.
Life doesn't wait, so neither should your care. Whether it's a cough, fever, or stomach bug, Access Plus is here for those urgent moments.
From bumps and bruises to stitches and even x-rays, we've got you covered with extended hours and walk-in care for the whole family.
You do not have to be an Access Health patient to be seen. No appointments, no hassle, just quality care when you need it.
Access Health, where care meets community.
Ready?
It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right.
Recover.
Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Chocolate Milk, the official beverage of high school sports, is brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast.
Now, no doubt a very excited and happy Pendleton County crew as they take care of business here in Game 2 for Pendleton County. Game 4 of the night in the championship bracket. 6-0 your final score. This game had great pitching, great defense. Only 4 base hits for the Wildcats. Just 2 hits given up to Wahama. And this one was a battle throughout. It was a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning as Avery Townsend, well, a sign of things to come. A single on a bunt, a pair of stolen bases, scored the first run of the game on a wild pitch. That was the score going into the bottom of the 5th inning. And at that point, just 1 base hit for Pendleton County and none for Wahama. In that inning, though, a base hit for Wahama. And then in the bottom of the inning, you got a hit by pitch for Chesney Colall, and then Townsend stepped to the plate again and delivered a second base hit. This one was a lot longer than the bunt. A 2-run blast over the right center field wall to make it a 3-0 ball game. Moving into the bottom of the 6th, looking for insurance. And the Wildcats got exactly what they needed, a couple of doubles, including an RBI double for Chesney Colall. And in the end, 3 runs across to the top of the 7th. We went. Wahama got the first base runner aboard, just the second base hit of the game, both coming at the bat of Kalen Christian. Reached on a double, ended up over at third. But a pop fly out to the second baseman, a strikeout by Peyton Stats, and then the final play of the ball game. Avery Townsend, the shortstop, playing very, very deep in the infield, and somehow, someway got to that Alyssa Hoffman bloop shot and snow cone the grab for out number 3. Pendleton County is playing for a Class Single A state championship. The question is, who will be the opponent? Will it be Wahama once again, or will Greenbrier West win the second game of 2 here with the White Falcons? Taking a look at the bracket tomorrow morning, 10:30 right here on Field A of the Rock at Little Creek Park. Wahama Greenbrier West will rehash the one from today, a 7-4 victory for the White Falcons. The winner of that will face off against Pendleton County for the Class Single A championship tomorrow. That will do it for us here tonight. It's been a great day of action here at Little Creek Park in South Charleston, West Virginia. Appreciate you all for tuning in to our continued live streaming coverage of the Class Single A state championships on the NFHS Network. For all of us here at the NFHS Network, I'm Andrew Miller. Have a wonderful night, everyone. We'll see you again tomorrow.